I watch you and I think, wow, you know, at the 30,000-foot landscape at which I and other people sort of operate, or the national policy conversation, or the sort of big descriptive world, what we miss is all the stuff that's in those portraits you do, the deep complexity of the individual people, the kind of passion, the love, the fear, the exhaustion of the teachers, all of that never, you know, none of those people really talked about testing or education policy or anything. They talked about this real experience of doing the day-to-day work that they do and experiencing it. And so it makes me wonder how these very different kind of conversations can learn from one another, can speak to each other.
Well, I've told you that you should be an educational ethnographer. I think you would be an amazing ethnographer, the way you listen to people, the way you can embody, you pick up the nuances, the idiosyncrasies and stuff. So I wonder if this is also a conversation about how different types of people should be a part of the policy process, should be a part of the knowledge building process, the science making process. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
definitely. And I also think, you know, there's a judge who interests me so much in Philadelphia. Judge Anders is his name, who really works very hard in a really limited way that, you know, to have an effect on the people that stand before him. And when I went to interview him, he was prepared for me with a whole folder of photographs of a boy at 8 years old, first time he was in the system, terrified, and then all like this thick of pictures of him until now that he's covered in tattoos and, you know, he looks like a thug, and he's in for murder. And Judge Anders said that, you know, he was trying to think of what to say. And actually, he had a complicated thing, because if the guy actually went out on the streets, people think he lied and just said he had done this murder because he had snitched. And so if he went on the street, he would be killed. And so he thought maybe it'd be better to be in prison for life or whatever. And so Judge Anders said, you know, I said to him, looking at this file, this system has failed you. And basically saying, I want to apologize for that. Even though you're here now, and I'm going to put you away, this system has failed you. And he talked about how he got word from somebody a couple of years later or something. The particular gentleman asked about Judge Anders, how's the judge doing? And when this judge told me this, judge in this fancy office, he burst out crying. And he said, I couldn't believe he said it. He said, he cares about me. The judge cared that the prisoner cared about him. So when I meet people like that judge who value a relationship with the person back there, I would say that if policy is not thinking about relationships and how to make better, healthier relationships, then you are missing something, because that's at the center of it.